And joining us now from just outside Rafah in southern Gaza is Tom White, the head of UNRWA's operations in Gaza. Tom White, thank you very much for making the time. Welcome to the NewsHour. You've said today that your fuel is, quote, almost exhausted. What does that mean and what is its impact?
Well, I'd go actually beyond fuel. In terms of our whole operation, we are literally exhausted. We are rationing what reserves of fuel we have now in Gaza. Essentially, what we should be getting to hospitals, what we should be getting to bakeries to bake bread, we are rationing those supplies. And then on the other hand, we have teams who are running displacement centres, for example. We can't get them basic sanitation. We can't provide enough shelter for people in these locations. So some really difficult choices. Which communities are going to go without essential humanitarian support? And it's going to get to a point where people become very ill and some people are going to lose their lives because we can't get the assistance that they need.
Israel is blocking fuel from coming into Gaza because it says Hamas steals fuel and already holds large stockpiles. So, have you seen any evidence that Hamas stockpiles fuel?
Look, I'm not seeing any evidence that Hamas is stockpiling fuel. What I can say is I know what we're doing with the fuel that we've got. With the fuel reserves that we can access from within Gaza, we are making sure that is going to desalination plants. It's going to bakeries to produce bread.
More than 600,000 Gazans are internally displaced and sheltering at some 150 schools turned shelters. That is 3 times those schools' intended capacity. Do you have what you need? Do you have the ability to keep those people safe?
We don't have the humanitarian supplies to look after those people in those shelters. Conditions in the shelters are getting very desperate. But our major concern is also that these people are sheltering under a UN flag and we cannot guarantee them protection. We have had over 40 of our installations with collateral damage. We've had 5 direct hits. It's cost the lives of 17 Gazans sheltering under the UN flag, and 281 people have been injured in our shelters because of fire.
I reported from inside Gaza during the 2014 war, the last time Israel launched a ground incursion into Gaza for about 6 weeks. And I personally saw how Hamas fired rockets from next to UNRWA schools and stole supplies from UNRWA schools. Why aren't you able to prevent that?
Look, we're calling on all parties to the conflict, everybody involved in this conflict, to stop this war. We're calling for a humanitarian ceasefire. The reality is we are operating in many cases in an urban battlefield. It's very chaotic. There are firing positions from within the urban population and, of course, coming the other way, fire into urban areas. So my concern is that, we've got a large number of civilians who are caught in an active conflict zone.
There is a very extreme shortage of numbers of trucks coming in to Gaza compared to what you need and compared certainly to what used to come into Gaza before October the 7th. What do you believe is causing the numbers of trucks to be so limited?
So what we're dealing with is a verification process that is run by the Israelis down on the Egyptian-Israeli border. That process is very slow. It has been problematic. We really need to have a verification process with the Israelis that enables a processing of well over 100 trucks a day.
And finally, sir, the Commissioner General of UNRWA today described Gaza as a place where, quote, there is not much humanity left and hell is settling in. What does that look like for you? How deep is Gaza's despair?
People are questioning, what does the future hold? Where am I going to be safe? There is so much uncertainty, so much fear that I really question, where is our humanity to be allowing this level of death and destruction on the Gazan population.
Tom White, head of Gaza operations for UNRWA. Thank you very much.
Thank you.